As the prevalence of homicides and violent crimes increases, many have looked to our government leaders for solace and proposed measures to end this conflict, such as the death penalty and alternative means of police escalation as a deterrent in our society. In light of these concerns, Dr. James Fletcher, Managing Director for Soloricon, believes that the use of increased policing and severe punishments will not result in a reduction for St. Lucia's homicide rate.
We have to look at the social determinants of crime. We have a crime problem in St. Lucia, a violent crime problem in St. Lucia. We have a situation where people are being much more aggressive and much more confrontational towards each other. Are we dealing with this from the school level? Are we teaching our children from preschool all the way through to secondary school conflict resolution, so that if you and I have a beef, if you and I have a problem, that the way we resolve it is not by me drawing a cutlass or a knife or going to get a Glock and shooting you, that there are ways in which we can sit down, reason things out, and see how we can talk to each other. Or somebody else can intervene and say, yo, fellas, come on. You're the partners. You all grew up in the same area. Your mother and his aunt are cousins, or that's your nenen or something. That's the kind of close-knit community we have. So for a youth man to take a gun and shoot somebody else, that's not like the US where you're shooting someone and that doesn't mean that it's okay. But that's not like the US where you're shooting someone and you don't know that person at all.
Dr. Fletcher believes that before police escalation can be implemented, St. Lucia must ensure that our youth are socially educated on mediation and conflict resolution.
So we have to get our youths and our citizens to understand that you have as much right to be on this planet and to share this space as I do. So conflict resolution has to be taught, has to be reinforced, and we have to look at mediation. If we're not doing that, then we can't talk death penalty. If we haven't even done the basics, if we haven't looked at those young people after school who have nothing to do, are we giving them proper after school programs? Are we engaging with them? You know the old saying, the devil finds work for idle hands? How are we making sure that these hands are not idle, that we ensuring that they have productive things to do and they feel like they are part of the community? You grew up in a community and you do not know the elders who contributed to making that community what it is, because we do not teach our own history. We do not make people understand that you are standing on the shoulders of giants. So if you don't have a connection to the community in which you grew up, then you can really do anything to that community. You can litter, you can deface it. If they put up a mirror to help vehicles navigate, you break that because you're being antisocial and that doesn't mean anything to you.
According to Dr. Fletcher, a stronger police presence cannot stop the mindset of aggression and violence that has overtaken St. Lucia.
A policeman or 10 policemen or the commissioner of police and her entire force cannot stop a homicide from taking place in a community deep inside or even in Capacity. You can't stop that. What will stop that is a change in the thinking of our people, so that I will think twice. That doesn't matter how angry I am, that boy, that man do me something and I really like that, But my recourse cannot be to take a knife and prick him, or take a cutlass and slash him, or take a gun and shoot him. That should not be something I ever think about. I have to talk about, okay, boy, let's reason this thing out, because we can't continue that way. Let's find a way to resolve our problem. And it could be a problem that is a beef over a young lady, it's a beef over land, it's a beef over my 5 bag that you take. I don't care what it is, but you have to find a way to be able to resolve those conflicts, and we're not doing that. We're not dealing with the social issues. We're not dealing with the fact that you have many people who don't have a job, who have never had a job and see no prospects for them to have a job. So they figure, boy, what do you want me to do? It's crime alone I can get into, because at least that way I can make some money to feed my family.
A solution to crime in St. Lucia cannot be reached solely by police escalation and severe repercussions, as a change must be fostered in the hearts and minds of civilians to control the spread of aggression and violence on the island. For Choice News Now, this is Obi Offor reporting.